Check, check, check. Well, you guys can switch microphones later. All right, we're ready. We're there. We are live.
Hi guys, welcome to Takeover Tuesday. I am Jeremy, and today we have something great in store for you. Like a lot of great things in store for you. Like this is the store, and these are all the things that are in the store.
But welcome everybody. Welcome everybody to the stream. I have no idea why it froze for a moment.
You know what? Technology is just not. Once AI takes over, we can alleviate all these problems. But until then,
we're just waiting on it. Until then, though. But welcome everybody. We should all be good, and you should all hear all of us. Guitar Xana from Montana.
I love the way that rhymes.
That does rhyme, and I did that on purpose.
From Montana.
Yeah, gets the award for first comment.
What is the award? Just they get called out?
They just get called out first, I guess. Yeah.
And entered into a drawing to ride on next SpaceX launch.
Sure. That's not true.
That's not true.
Kelly says hello from Holland. Jamie, a different Jamie. Jamie Britton says hi from Oregon. Let's see.
Hello, guys. It's so great to have you on the live stream. We appreciate it.
J&R, Faust. Welcome. Hello from Ohio. Peter Rayhill, he is here as well.
Hello, Peter.
Alexei, Vince is here.
Alex, he's here for the Mandolins, I think.
Any Mandocellos? That's the first question.
I was just going to ask John why that hasn't shown up. I think we got another shipment coming from Eastman, but
we do have another shipment.
We ordered a Mandocello. We want it to be here by SBS in case anybody's wanting that Mandocello, but they want a huge discount on it.
Yep, hopefully. I don't know.
If you get in that first hour, if you get in the first hour of the day.
I think that John will be coming over and joining us a little bit into this live stream. Vince is saying that's a mighty big mandolin, Jeremy.
This is the new Adkin 6-string mandolin, flat top. You play it like a guitar.
Yeah.
But deep down inside, it's a mandolin.
It's reminiscent of the mandolin that Tony Rice played for many years
This is a manditar.
Yeah. No, wait, that's not right.
Guitar land. No, this is an Atkin guitar. I was just sitting here while we were waiting on the live stream to get fixed, picking some licks, doing some lick picking.
That's what you guys were doing. Okay. But hello everybody and welcome. Acoustic Mike B says good evening from the UK, and as usual, just real quick, let us know if you have any questions. We'll be unboxing some Bulas Mandolins.
Yes, we got some new stuff. I think John has probably shown the new Martin stools, right? We got the new Martin stools.
Yeah, he showed those
We got the black or the white logo, and then this blacked out one. So that's like subtle. It says Martin and Co. and all that in there, but it's just very subtle.
It's hard to see on the camera, but it's easier to see in person.
That's pretty exciting, guys. You know what's coming up in? I think it's 10 days now.
Is it Small Business Saturday?
Please still my heart. Yeah, Small Business Saturday is coming.
Oh my god.
We are frantically trying to get everything ready for it. Can I show a picture? For you mandolin lovers out there, I took this on the way over here. Watch this. Look at this phone that opens up here.
All right. I need some in the receiver.
Let's see if this shows up here. Where are my photos? They're there. Look at that pile of mandolins there. These are all being inspected right now. Look, that's Thomas in the background inspecting instruments. The stack is almost as tall as Thomas is, and that's just the mandolins. We got guitars stacked on the other side. We got them in the conference room. We got, I think, 30 of the MD315s and about 30 of the MD305s. Lots of mandolins. Those aren't the only ones going to be on sale. We're going to have a lot of instrument mandolins on sale. Everything in that first hour, guys, in store 20% off, online for the first hour 15% off. Pretty much everything. We can't say all brands, but hey, most brands that are available will be discounted up to 20% off in store only, 15% off online. So if you're really looking for that new big upgrade, a Mandocello maybe is in your future, that would be time to get it. It's going to be a great time. All these different instruments have to be received. Then we have to make a special title for the Small Business Saturday sale. Then we have to go in and categorize it so that it goes on discount at that exact hour. So a lot of things are happening behind the scenes, folks, and hopefully. Every year there's always a few wrenches that get thrown into the gears, and we have to figure out coupon codes that aren't working. We're trying to get ahead of that this year so that those coupons, when you put them in the cart, are going to work. Ooh, very exciting news. Our point of sale system heard you guys and they heard us. Last year we could only do one coupon code per transaction. So if you bought the strings, you'd put the coupon code in for the strings you had to check out, then you put a different coupon code in there for the mandolin sale. Whatever happened to be, now we can stack codes. You can put in all the different coupon codes. They will only apply to that product, so the buy one, get one off strings. You can also we're gonna have tone guards, guys. The biggest sale we've ever had on tone guards, $69 for the mandolin tone guard on Small Business Saturday. And also with the Dreadnot guards and the banjo guards, we're gonna be putting all those on sale. So those are gonna be available, but you can put all those coupon codes in the cart. You can do one transaction, check out at once. If you want to come back and buy something later in the day, that's fine too. But you don't have to just for the coupons. That was a big.
That is
that was
awesome
a big undertaking.
News, Jeremy.
Yes.
That's really awesome news.
Took
Awesome.
some stress off of me.
I'm gonna get to a couple of questions real quick. Yeah, no, that's a lot less stressful. That's really, really cool. Glad that that's up and working. The Martin stools are not online. Trent, did you take photos of those?
Come
Do
on,
you know?
Trent.
I don't know why they're not on there.
Trent,
We'll
look at this.
double
Let's
check
see if we
that
can do
later
right
then,
now.
Vince.
Don't
And
show
somebody
this
was
though.
also
'Cause I gotta
asking
get in
the
the product
price.
here.
Oh, look at that, dude. Jeremy can turn it on freaking live.
I can do it, but don't
That's
show
awesome.
it. Okay, with Martin stool. Let's just try stool.
Yeah.
All right, there, Martin Chrome bar stool. Let's see if we can get this turned on. Oops, not track serial number. We don't want track serial number. Point of sale. We're going to put it on the website. Show price.
You
Add to
do
cart.
both,
Save.
Silly goofy.
No, let's do that to the black.
You need to do both. You
What?
just said website. You need to do both.
Did I? Silly.
You can see how many. Okay, while
right.
Jeremy is doing this, we'll get the price for
I'm
them
going to do
real
it
quick.
bulk
Hey,
here. Bulk actions.
wait, you can see
Edit
the
products.
price real quick.
Edit
Oh my
products.
gosh.
Are you trying to show off our prices?
Show price. Yes. Save.
I've never
Add to
done
cart.
what he's doing before.
Yes. Save.
Okay.
Availability.
John, I gotta ask you real quick.
Both.
I'll get you on
Save.
here in just 1 second.
Update products. Go.
Right. You just update.
The stools weren't available online.
Yeah.
Oh my God!
Real
Our
quick,
sale
what's
price
the
for those is $99.99.
$99.99. There we go. Nice and easy like that.
They should
So
be
we have a
available on the
couple-
website now.
One question that just came up, which I feel like you would probably know this, John. So they were specifically asking if any Eastman electric acoustic cutaways are going to be on sale. You guys can see me turning on John's mic right now.
Did he have to
The
like?
thing is,
Can I not have a live stream that John
because-
doesn't like?
No, because
Take over my takeover.
Because you can't do anything good.
Gosh.
I just
nothing-
want to
Is this the Big Brother?
There is nothing that you
thing.
do good.
go
Or
over there.
gooder.
Like he even has to stand over there so that I'm out of the shot now. Thanks a lot, guys. Trent, right here, right here.
Okay.
Guys, we have Hinkley, wait.
Wait,
We have big
Okay.
news, guys. Breaking news. This is huge. Everybody in the comments,
I don't
please
even know
say,
what he's going to say
please
right
say
now.
congratulations. Trent got
yeah.
engaged over
I
the
was gonna say
weekend.
that.
Oh, heck
Trent
yeah.
engaged. He's
Yay.
gonna
There's a lot of broken,
Very-
broken hearts out there. The mullet man, mullet wonder boy, mullet boy
Guess
wonder is now a mullet man.
Guess what,
Mullet
Trent?
Man
You
wonder,
have
yeah.
just signed the license to never be able to control how you do your
Or
hair
buy another guitar
ever
again.
Oh my gosh, that's
You have
crazy.
given up your license.
No.
You can't choose what you wear.
Hey, we told
You
him
can't
when he started
your
here,
hair
buy all the
anymore.
guitars you can buy now because once you get married, it's a little more difficult.
Yeah.
So he said he's got that press and
How long
talks.
do you have? When is your sentence?
Probably 2 years from now. We're waiting until she finishes.
2 years from now?
Yeah.
The long
He's got
engagement.
time. What a cheater.
We'll buy
What a
everything we
cheater.
can.
All right, I'm sorry I interrupted Hinkley.
All
That
right.
was just breaking news. I
That's
had to share
okay.
with
That
folks.
was well worth it. Everybody, please congratulate Trent on this really, really awesome moment. For
And congratulate his fiance for
Yeah,
snagging
fiancé
a
as well.
catch
Yeah.
with Trent Pruitt.
Heck yeah. All right. So real quick to answer the one that I started with. So Chad Ozzy says, will any Eastman electric acoustic cutaways, so like the AC series, be on sale during Small Business Saturday? I want to say across the board, guys, there will not be. Yeah, yes and no. That is not a deal buster or a door buster deal. I can tell you that right now.
There is
But-
a cutaway electric guitar from Eastman that will be a massive
True.
sale. It is not
But they
that
said
model.
he said
It's not an
specifically
AC.
the 522 and the 622.
But you do have that
so-
15% off the most brands, most items. So
Most
it's worth
items,
trying
wink,
that code
wink.
to see if it works.
Yeah, I do want to just say across the board real quick, if it is a new item, it should most likely be on sale, but with the caveat of if we have it, obviously.
And
in
excluding
stock.
some
Yeah.
brands.
Excluding some brands, excluding some things.
Disclaimer.
Disclaimers everywhere. Yeah, but just keep that in mind. So I will say.
That's the reason I'm here today.
I don't think that we have a 522 or 622 right now, though. That's the only thing is I did just go look over there. Do we have one coming in? Do you know that?
Did we just sell the 522? Had to have, because I just put in that order. All right.
Well, here's the deal.
I
And
do have a 722 Dakota Fade coming in.
last year, what we
have a
did
922 at the
was
moment,
if
so
you
there's that
play for it
answer.
in full, if it's an item that we can normally get in, it's not like a special custom order, but an item that we normally carry, we don't have it in stock, If you want that discount, if you pay for it in full on Saturday, you can still get that discount. You'll just have to wait for it to arrive, but we'll just make a special order for it that day. So if we don't have it in stock, fret not. Dreadnot.
Don't fret.
Dreadnot, we will allow you to use that discount and still get that guitar on order, or mandolin, or banjo, or zither.
Okay, John, by the way, John, your mic is not on
I'm
yet.
back on.
I'm just letting you know that's not on yet because I have to probably sync it up because you decided to surprise us. So give me like 2 seconds.
Just make extra work for
and then
everybody,
I'm going
John.
to
Thanks a
sync
lot.
it up. I just wanted you to know.
That's all right.
So
How many
they
people
cannot
have
hear
seen
you.
the Dreadnot commercial, guys? We're really excited about the Dreadnot commercial. If you have not watched that, please take a moment to go to YouTube, or you can get it from our homepage. Click on the Dreadnot. Look at this right
I
here.
need your
Click
thing
on this
that I
little
need
banner
to
right here,
Fix it real
and that will take you to
careful with
the new Dreadnot program commercial. It was a blast to shoot, but it's really telling the overall plan behind the Dreadnot guarantee, which is to make sure you have 30 days trial period to make sure it's the right instrument for you. We're going to include some humidipacks in every guitar and mandolin shipment, banjo shipment, to protect your instrument. You get that free Bluetooth hygrometer. We call it the Acoustic track, and it will tell you whether it's safe to open your box. But you know, it's not just for the shipment. That stays in your case. The batteries last at least a year. You can replace those, and always know what the humidity and temperature is inside your case. You even have historic data on there, and you can set some alarms, or if it drops below a certain humidity level, it will ping your phone to let you know, hey, your mandolin's getting a little dangerous. You can have multiple instruments on that same app, so you can scroll through them and figure out what the current humidity is on that. That comes free with that. You also get 1 year, and we have had probably 8 people take advantage of this in the last year. You get 1 year where you can trade in that instrument that you purchased, the original instrument, in as store credit on another instrument. So if after you've been playing for 8 months, and then a new guitar arrives at the store and it's like, oh, that's the guitar I wanted so bad. Now you can turn it in, trade in that original one for up to 90% of your purchase price. So whatever you paid for it, you get up to 90% of that minus shipping costs as store credit to buy that next one. That's a huge thing, because normally when we buy used inventory, we offer about 50% of what we think it will resell for. So if we think, you bought a guitar for $2,000, we think it's now going to sell for $1,800. Normally we can only offer about $900 to $1,000. Now we're going to give you that full 10% off your original purchase price, so $1,900. So, or I guess that would be about $1,800. So you get that full $1,800 to apply to the next instrument. I think the people that have been able to take advantage of that this year have been very happy with their second guitar. That's the whole goal, is to make sure you love whatever instrument you buy from the Acoustic shop. That's kind of the overview, but you know what? The commercial is much better. So watch the commercial. It was very entertaining to shoot. The dating scene with Corey and the guitar and Thomas being the waiter was, I think, I'm expecting an Emmy, possibly a Grammy. We're going to do the, what is it when you get all 3 of them?
John, I really don't know what to tell you.
EGOTs. John came over here and just made everything difficult.
I did.
Had to
I'm trying to figure it out. I don't know.
Okay.
Share a microphone
Well, he's still
real
trying to
quick.
figure that out,
while you
guys.
guys are figuring that out.
More news. I got contacted by Hal Leonard. They have reviewed the book. There was only 2 audio files that they wanted me to overdub a section on, because I counted in wrong, and also 2 videos that we had to do a slight overdub. The rest of it, they said, is teasing.
And rolling on it, I have got a flyer that we have printed up that I can't let you see, because the deals are so good that manufacturers as well as our competitors will get very upset about it. And
we don't want to get in trouble.
We don't want to get in trouble for this. So I will tell you that one of the big sales that everybody was asking about, which is the big one, 20% off of everything in store. I'm covering the back so they can't see.
You don't have to curl it.
And but see, this way they can't see anything, Jared.
Okay. And you can teach
see
yourself to play
these people are tricky
guitar songs.
because they will pause frames and try to steal the information that's on here, and then it'll be bad. 20%
It's reflecting off those
as
guitars,
we've done-
John.
Oh shoot! Dang it! As we've done in the past, 20% off everything, almost everything in the store. We have to say almost because some things won't. Here's how that's going to work this year, Jer. We're going to have a coupon code. If it works on that instrument that day, it will have the discount, right? Is that correct? So in store, this is the way that's worked in the past. You have to be ready because things are disappearing fast. In fact, I've already had 2 people that have been asking about our 815 varnish. Our 815 varnish is now gone. I think there's another one might come back in stock. Is it back in stock here? Okay. You were asking about the 522s, not in stock. So if you're waiting on something like that, you need to get in here, show up early in the morning, because otherwise you'll miss out. You could miss out on whatever it is, the instrument that you're wanting to get. 20% off in store. Now, those of you are like, what about me? I live like 700 hours away. Well, here's the deal. You will have to. Is it not working?
Yours
You can hear me?
cutting out.
It's me? All right.
Surprise, surprise, John's the problem. Okay, if you guys are online, we got 15% off, and that'll be most everything in the shop will be 15% off. You add it to your cart, put that coupon code in there, and but that's not, obviously won't apply to things that are already on sale, does not apply to consignment items, does not apply to some used items. So if, again, and some manufacturers will not let us participate in this, so if it goes in the cart and the coupon code does not work, that is why. It is not everything, but it is 99.85. What was the old soap? 99.9.
99 and I don't remember. I remember 99.44.
There you go.
It's ivory,
100.
ivory soap.
Percent pure love.
That's right. Anyway, so yes, Jeremy, you're correct. 15% off almost everything in the store. So if you're looking for that dream guitar, banjo, mandolin, bass, violin, ukulele, you could get 20% off if you come in here in store. Yeah, we don't have any hurdy-gurdies, Jeremy. I'm sorry. That new Bulas Mandolin could be yours for 20% off. I don't know. We don't know these things. It could be tricky. We don't know these. Do you want this mic back to see if you can fix it?
She wants you to go away forever.
We're doing fine at the moment. I just wanted to tell you guys that. Can you please go ahead and take out the Bulases and play them again?
Yes. All right, so now that we got the audio working, we're going to talk about these Bulases one more time. They just arrived all the way from Poland. Beautiful. This one has the maple binding on the back sides, neck, headstock. So this is all maple. Gorgeous burst on that, oval hole. Their own cast tailpiece. I saw a video, which it's on their website, I think. We should share that. It is very awesome. They're actually sand casting these. So they have a mold, they put it in sand, and just pour the metal in all this mold.
I had some moldy
8
sand
to 10
once.
of those at once. And it was just a really cool video of the process.
Not funny?
No, this is why I'm really upset that you had to get a microphone. Seems like I tuned that a little bit short, but anyway, beautiful instrument. That's the A-style oval hole. I believe this is a Persephone, but we're gonna get that on the website. We just got that in. Trent's got some photos to take now. He's gonna capture the beauty and the essence of that mandolin. We also have an F-style that to me looks like it's a in-between Persephone. The Persephone normally had the Rubner tuners and the maple binding. This one has ivory binding and the
I think
tuner.
it's a glossed standard.
It could be a gloss standard, except the standard doesn't have binding on the back and sides.
See, I knew that.
But anyway, so this is somewhere in between, but it's still a gorgeous mandolin. That'll bring the price down a little bit because they're not having to do the maple binding. And Rubner tuners add about $600 to the cost of the instrument. So they are awesome. They're my new
those
favorite.
Rubner tuners?
No, these are Schellers.
Oh.
But the Persephone normally comes with the Rubners. That's loud.
I like that mandolin. Good job, Jared.
Yay!
That's so incredible.
Beautiful mandolin.
So that mandolin could be yours if you want to be here for a Small Business Saturday sale. In case you don't know, we don't do Black Friday, guys. We only do a Small Business Saturday sale. That's all we do.
We are a small business.
Couple interesting questions. One, can you hear these mandolins tomorrow? Alex is asking. Sure, we'll
Yeah,
play those in the shop tomorrow.
Get some new strings on these, and hopefully we'll have some photos of them and have a website page built for them by then. So.
You might have to repeat what I'm saying a little bit, or I'll just stand here. Let's see. Okay, this is an interesting question. What happens if you're ordering an instrument online and then it walks out the door at the same time?
So normally the inventory is completely synced. So if you got it in your cart, here's two things. One, the big sale items, the doorbuster ones, we keep separate inventories. We have an online stock and an in-store stock. We try to split it by how many sales we expect in each platform. Once those run out, we can transfer some back and forth and say, hey, we need more in store. We'll take some out of the online stock. They won't be able to be double sold. In the very rare occasion, which this has only happened like twice in our existence, somebody's at the front counter with the guitar and like, I want this one. We're ringing them up, and then somebody online pushes the buy button, sells it. We go to checkout in our computer, it says this instrument has sold. So normally the advantage goes to the online buyer because it'll let us know this instrument is no longer in stock, just sold online. We're hoping to avoid that, and you guys hope to avoid that. Call us up if you're really concerned about one. We can run the transaction over the phone, or just get it in your cart. Put that coupon code in there. You've secured it. It's yours. As soon as we get those orders, that's the big thing going on Saturday. If you're watching, lots of motion going on. As soon as orders come in, we got a screen out back. We print off that order. Somebody goes and grabs it off the floor so that nobody else can get a hold of that instrument or item. That way we make sure we don't oversell strings and tone guards and all that stuff too. So we're picking the orders as soon as they come in as fast as we can. In the rare situation, we'll make it work out to everybody's satisfaction.
Also they can order in full that day.
Yes, if you're doing a special order, so not a special, like not a custom build, but a special order. So we talked about the 622. If you're wanting that guitar, we don't have it in stock. You can call us up. We will do a special order for that if you pay for it in full. Normally, you only have to put a 20% deposit on a special order, but if you pay for it in full on that day, we'll be able to apply the full discount to it. Otherwise, you would just get the discount for the actual deposit and still have to pay the full amount for the guitar. So
Did we
pay
in
for
the
it full,
past,
get the
and
discount.
remind me if I am wrong on this, we did not open up the 15% discount at first hour, if I remember right, in order to make sure that if somebody did pick up their instrument that's inside the store, they had first dibs
That is
on
true.
it.
Normally, the big sale for online doesn't start till noon. That has been in the past, so that way the people that are in store have been lined up out front, sitting in the cold. They get the first dibs. And that's, I mean, I may see a little unfair to some people, but like I said, the big doorbuster stuff will be available to you online there. And you can even get all those things in that first hour online. It's just that big 15% off everything else will only be available from noon till 6 o'clock.
True that, yo.
Next good question from Tex. If that dream instrument is over $1,000 after the discount, does Dreadnot still
Yes.
apply?
Yes,
Dreadnot-
absolutely.
Yes.
Even though
Dreadnot
it's
still does
discounted.
apply. Last year at Small Business Saturday, it was our first day launching the Dreadnot. We called it the beta program. So it was in beta for this whole last year, just to make sure we got some kinks worked out, make sure we got the verbiage correct on the website, got some new stickers and all kinds of new stuff to go with it. So last year on Small Business Saturday, we ended up shipping probably about 20 or 30 instruments that were Dreadnot guarantee eligible.
Yeah.
Now, if it starts at $1,000 and you take that 15% off, we can't do the Dreadnot on top of that. It does have to end up in the cart above $1,000, and that's just kind of the threshold so that we can give all those extra goodies and make sure we get all that extra service.
Next was just what time zone are all the times that we're talking about?
Central Standard Time.
Central.
Chicago time, guys.
That's all we know. We only know Central.
I didn't even know there was other time zones.
All right, so we'll get into more, and I want you guys to keep doing this. By the way, one of the things I wanted to push while I'm here, there is a Facebook group, which we do have a link to. Is you still on your YOLO?
I have it up here.
Cool.
I have it up here.
It's
on
a
the
link
screen?
to join our Facebook
Can I
group.
hold this
That
up anyway?
is your key to get to see the full prices and the deals before anybody else.
Hinkle already has it on
Jeremy's
screen, but I'm just
also
gonna hold this up.
Rehold it because Jeremy's so proud he printed off this
Jason did, actually,
QR
but-
code. So
Hold
anyway,
your camera up, the camera that you're watching on, hold that up to this.
Anyway, go ahead and do this. It is a private group, which we are having to okay the members of, but this is your opportunity. And you can still invite other friends, by the way. We just still have to okay their membership
Why
to
did we
this.
do that, John? Why don't we just let everybody join?
Because, again, these deals are so good, and I know that sounds so cheesy. God, that sounded cheesy. That
How good are they?
We cannot publish these deals. This is going to be
What we
incredible. I'm
found
going to tell
was
you some of the
in our
deals.
previous group that was open, we went through it and we found some manufacturers and other competitors
found-
that then screenshot things and share them with manufacturers to say, look what they're doing.
Our
Mom
former
and Dad."
page had at least 5 of our competing stores in it, which told me only one thing, because they don't want to buy anything from us. I'm certain of that. The only thing they wanted to do was find out and get us in trouble.
Tattle tellers.
Yeah, and anyway, this is, and why do we do this, Jared? Because we, you guys know that we are not a discount store, but we love our customers and we want to pay back. We do one day a year, that is one sale, and we want to make sure that we pay it back to the customers
Thank
who have
Eric Pauley
supported
for
us.
this. Eric was the first, our very first customer, our very first dollar ever purchased in the store was Eric Pauley, and he's the one that turned us on to the Small Business Saturday sale phenomenon. We were going to try a Black Friday, but all the
did
big
Black
big
Friday, it was
stores,
bad.
Best Buy and Lowe's and all those guys are already taking all the oxygen out of that room. So we said, let's do it on Saturday and make it Small Business Saturday, and it's been growing gradually, and then the last 2 years it's just exploded. And part of it is because COVID forced us to do a hybrid. Well, during COVID we didn't have any
Completely
in-store
in-store.
sales. It was all online.
Yep.
And then the year after that we said, let's do a hybrid. We'll have the in-store back again, but let's still live stream the entire thing. Let's talk to the people for 7 hours. Some people actually stayed for all 7 hours, which is awesome. Other people just jump in and out throughout the day, which is fine. But last year, the sales, like I was supposed to be in the live stream most of the day. I had to answer phones and take orders because we didn't have enough staff to help out. We're hoping to have enough this year, but you know what? There's also that hope that we don't. That it's so big that we need more help.
So let me tell you some more of the deals. I'm not going to give you the pricing on all of these, but I'll give you an idea of some of the things that will be on sale as well as some of the deals. We are going to have some of our hottest selling strings, buy one, get one free. Some of them are premium strings, buy two, get one
Coated
free.
strings.
They're premium, Jared. Premium. We are going to do the Acoustic Air sensor, normally $25, $24.99. Will be on sale for $14.99.
So guys, this has been real popular. We've been selling a bunch of these, and it was just kind of in some generic packaging, but we have actually gone directly to the manufacturer and have our own custom packaging now. They may not get here in time for the sale, but they will be getting here within the week or 2 weeks after the sale. So if we run out of the current stock we have, there may be a little delay. I expect that to be a big seller because to get a Bluetooth hygrometer and thermometer is normally very expensive, but this is going to be on sale for $14.99.
I love it when people are saying things.
I was just going to tell you guys, people are saying that a lot of nice stuff about the acoustic tracks, about the acoustic tracks.
Yeah, they're pretty good.
They're in here and they're just talking nice words about them.
That's great. That was one of the biggest things that it took us a while to source and find one that I tested like 15 of them to make sure we found one that fit well in the case and was very accurate. And this one you can also adjust if you have a really good test. It should be within 1 cent, I guess they call it, for temperature and humidity. If it's off a little bit, you can actually adjust it and calibrate it.
Calibrate it, absolutely.
What did we end up calling it, Alex?
Acoustic
It's the Acoustic Air.
Acoustic.
Acoustic.
So the C
Care.
at the end is actually shared to care. So Acoustic Care. Yeah,
there
the
you go.
packaging looks great. Jason designed. You can't show them. I was going to say show them the packaging, but
No, because
then
it's
they
got
see the pricing.
stuff on here. All right. So, let me tell you some more cool stuff. I have a dobro that will be $499. That is normally $1,000.
There's an extra O on the flyer, but that's okay.
Dobro.
Dobro.
I'm going to have a tone ring banjo that will be $449. What? I'm going to have a F-style mandolin for $279. I'm also going to have a big sale, lowest price ever on the MD 315 and 305 from Eastman.
I showed him a picture of the pile of them next to him.
Yeah, you did.
And again, half that stock will be for online sales, half in store. Whichever one starts to sell, nearly sell out, we'll shift some more inventory to the other group. But when they're gone, they're gone. We can't get them at this price again until next year, hopefully.
I'm going to have, you're right, I'm going to have PCH1. So if you're wanting to get a affordable guitar, this is your beginner guitar player that you're not sure how much you're going to stick with it, I'm going to have the PCH1D as well as the PCH1 GACE at an incredibly low price. Can't tell you what it is, but I'm going to tell you
Talk
that
about a
it
gift
is
to put under the Christmas tree.
ridiculously low.
If you got a kid that has been wanting to learn the mandolin or guitar, this is really going to be the best. That guitar price is going to be incredible, and a great guitar. We were just doing some quality control checks on all that stuff, inspecting them, and some beautiful guitars, all sound and play great.
All right, we got a couple people in here saying that they're ordering at least like 4 of those trackers, so
Yeah,
that's really cool.
I do have 1,000 of them coming. We won't have them all here by the sale, but we've got
Yeah.
about 150 of them in stock now.
Next questions. Will you have any E10Ds for SBS?
I've got E10Ds on their way right now. Will they last for SBS? I don't know.
We can't guarantee that.
I cannot
if
guarantee
they are
it.
out of stock on that day and you want to buy one, pay full price on it. We will put one on order and still get that in.
You mean pay it in full? You'll get your discount,
Yeah.
but pay it in full. You
That's what I
said
meant,
pay
yeah.
full price.
So if you pay it in full, you'll get the discount off that.
Correct.
Another question we had at the beginning: where's that Mandocello? Is it coming in this next
It
shipment?
is supposed to be coming in this next shipment.
Next question was Adkins, question mark.
Yeah,
We don't
maybe.
know.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, maybe could be 15 or 20%
Can you
off.
tell us what Eastman guitars you have in the sale?
Yes, right?
What
Okay,
I'm
what-
telling you,
yeah.
the what for doorbusters. I'm telling you what doorbusters guitars will be here.
E1 Deluxes, so-
I can't tell you what the prices are.
No, doorbuster means super sale.
Yeah.
Everything
It
else.
means this sale is bigger than 20%
Yeah.
off.
So most of our stuff, it could be an Eastman deal, could be up to 20% off or 15% off. Might be an Eastman, probably, maybe, could be. That's how I have to do this. If I'm being very vague on purpose, I promise you. That said, I am going to tell you that our doorbusters, like Hinckley said, are incredible deals. Like I'm talking Solo. That if you saw them last year,
Han
you
Solo.
know it was stupid.
But this year
low.
we got the E1 Deluxe, or E1
E1
Deluxes.
Deluxes. So this year I've got 4. If you're wanting the PCHs, great starter guitars, laminate sides and backs, solid top, still have lifetime warranty, still have bone nut and saddle, stupid good price.
This is what was in the huge shipments.
Yes,
Say that.
this is the stuff that was a big shipment of 140
Four
instruments
pallets
that
worth.
showed up. All right, the E1 Deluxes. I'm going to have 4 models. The E1 Deluxes are incredible. I did all the E1D Deluxes today. I did the inspections on those, and a couple of them. There was one guitar had the most bear claw I have ever seen on a high-end guitar. Like it was better than bourgeois top level bear claw Sitka spruce top. Thermo cured. So here's the deal with the E1D Deluxe or E1 Deluxe in general. Thermo cured Sitka tops. They are Sapele solid back and sides, full gloss finishes with a pickup. And it's not just their sonotone pickup, it is the Fishman prefix pickups already installed in all of those. Lifetime warranty, very nice padded gig bag, and the prices, again, are
So it's going to be
low.
the E1D
E1D, E1 OM Deluxe, E1 SS Deluxe, and the E1 00 SS
And are these in
Deluxe.
classic and?
No, they only come in those finishes. So the 2 Sunbursts are going to be the SS models. The 2 Naturals are going to be in your OM.
One thing I do have to
and
clarify here, and a lot of people will ask about this. John just talked about that bear claw one. We cannot go, like when we do
You do
this
not
big of
get
a
to pick
sale,
these out.
we're not photographing each one of these because that adds a lot of extra cost and time. We have a stock photo that's going to be on the website. It lets you pick a guitar. You don't know which guitar is a grab bag, but I can guarantee you all of them are going to be excellent instruments and you're going to be
they are.
ecstatic about what you're getting for the price. But we can't, even if you call on phone, we can't say, hey, can you pick me out the best one? In store, some people are going to have the ability to grab the one they like, but that's one of the advantages of, you guys can fly all the way down to Springfield and be here part of the sale, but otherwise, yeah, you're kind of getting which one. It will assign you a serial number at checkout, and that's the guitar you get. And that's not a reason, we're not trying to be punitive there. It's just going through and photographing each one of these guitars, getting all the stuff to build each individual product on the website adds a lot of time, and then we couldn't add the discount that we are currently doing.
I wasn't completely paying attention. Did you say all of them?
Yes, I did. All the 4 models, yes.
Gotcha.
Sure did. And by the way, me and Corey played them in there. We played about 5 of the E1Ds. That is honestly my favorite under $1,000 guitar out there. I don't care who you are. Those guitars sounded incredible.
I was impressed.
All right, so that was an interesting question. What's your best-selling model of guitar? Do you think? What's like our top 5? What do you think?
Either the E1 or the E10.
E1Ds sell a lot.
I would say that's probably the number 1 selling. HD28s have been pretty. They're catching up, but that's only in the last few months. We've only had HD28s for the last 2 months.
I do have another question real quick.
Go for it.
So this is from J.R. Faust. Question on Humidipacks. One of my cases will not go under 58 RH, I guess.
So we've had this question
Is
come
it
up.
possible because it is in a gig bag, a very thick Gator Transit one, or is it, he says his other one is in a Martin hard case and runs
here's-
about 52.
Here's what probably happened, and we had this question on our last live stream last week for Shop Talk, is they do have maximum absorbency where they filled up. The bag they do absorb humidity that's outside the bag, but they have a maximum absorbency, and once they pass that, they can't suck any more up. That's why Dodaro actually came up with one for high humidity environments that will absorb more, so it holds more water weight for those. And I can grab those real quick.
Yeah.
So that's probably the issue, is it is fully saturated.
While he's doing that, I'm going to tell you some other great deals. Jeremy said we're going to have a big deal on tone guards. this year. We are going to have the Eclipse rechargeable tuner at a stupid good price. Jeremy is talking about the Humidipacks. Yes, Humidipacks are back, and they will be on sale for doorbuster prices.
Okay, so this is the Absorb. That's probably the one you're wanting. And this has more of a ability to hold more moisture inside of it. The weight of them is even different, but they have more of the gel in those to absorb more humidity. So this was made specifically for that sort of issue where you can't get it down to that 50% humidity. It means that you've probably got a pretty humid environment right now, and it's already soaked up a lot and can't soak up anymore. So you might look into the Absorbs if that's the problem you're running into.
That is the truth.
And once they do, like maybe it was just a one-time event that really made them soak up a lot, and now they're just maintaining that. So once they get back down, maybe they'll hold it again.
The next question was, does future Mrs. Trent have musical talents? Does she have musical talent, Trent?
She played the violin for a while, but doesn't now. But she can kind of sing.
She can kind of sing. I just saw a divorce in your future.
Trent, let me give you some advice. She's a great singer. She's just shy. And she plays violin very well, but has decided to
Not
pursue
doing it in front of
other
people.
things.
Yes,
She loves live music.
she loves live music. That
Of
is
course, that's why she fell in love with Trent.
Okay, some more questions
like
that
it.
are more sale related. What about pick guards?
What about
pick
them?
guards?
We don't have enough in stock.
I
Really.
don't have a ton of them in stock. Why you keep stealing my inventory, Casey? What's the matter? You keep going over there stealing my inventory. Anyway,
Talk to that fella.
I don't know what we need to talk about with pick guards. I've got a few things in stock. Again,
He asking.
the 25 or 20% off in store, 15% off, pretty much covers almost everything in the store.
We're trying to make it. Some
Very
things we
few
just don't have
things
enough
just
margin,
don't. I will
so
tell
they
you
won't.
stuff that will not be there.
Blue chips.
Any used or consignment item. There's a few items. I know a lot of people are trying to decide, and I'm not sure about the Thompson that's in there. I think it's a consignment, but I'm not sure. It may or may not show up on that list. I got to go through that inventory. I know
Elliott
that
Capos we
Elliott
can't.
Capos cannot. I know that blue chip picks cannot.
Probably the same for the other capos, the cat size.
Cat eyes, absolutely. I got trouble for saying cat's eyes. It's
eyes.
cat eyes, capos. There are a few items that you will find that are some of our more popular ones that will not get you 20% off, and there's a reason, because then we'd lose everything on us. And honestly, some of these doorbusters, ridiculously low price to the point where it would be loss.
Another thing is, you get to the end of the year, and some inventory that we buy, we're like, this is a great guitar, but nobody has picked it up yet. For some reason, it's still in the store.
Oh, yeah.
And we've got to move some of that stuff out. The rule is you don't want any inventory to have a one-year birthday, because that just means it's been in the shop too long, and you're starting to lose money on it, even if you sell it at full price. So we've just got to get some of those out the door. It doesn't say anything about those instruments. We wouldn't have them in there if we didn't think they were excellent instruments. It's just for whatever reason they haven't. It's like a poor little kid in an orphanage, and all the other kids. It's Annie. We got Annie in here. She's a beautiful child, but everybody keeps passing over Annie.
Yeah.
But on that day and through the end of the year, we're going to be clearing out some of that inventory. So
Where the orphans on discount.
we're going to call it the orphan section of our website.
That's crazy.
Are certain instruments in this shop that may or may not be upwards of 50% off, which is stupid.
You guys are
That
crazy.
is
You're gonna
so.
sell everything.
That's what I'm hoping. That's what I'm hoping for.
And there will be a section on the website where it'll say deals, and this is for the Small Business Saturday. All you have to do is go to that one page. Everything that's going to be part of the sale will be on that one page. It'll be a section for deals. Some of these guitars and mandolins we've just got to get out the door. So if you're looking for, I just want the best deal possible, let me peruse what they've got. It's going to be an awesome
I'm
sale
going to
there.
also give you a warning. If you are, I cannot help you with this, if you are a person on those specialty guitars and banjos and mandolins that are one-offs and you're waiting for that to happen, I give a warning that it may or may not be here
a roll of
come
a dice.
Saturday. And if you guys watch the inventory, you know things are still moving.
Sunday. I mean, we're closed on Sunday, and we had one of our best sales days this last Sunday. Like,
Yeah, it was stupid.
people are buying all these expensive guitars online. So, all right.
Not a question, but a comment. Iggy Whiskers says, there's a guy who drives around selling meat out of his truck. You guys should try doing that with your merchandise. Send me an email when you're coming to my town.
All right.
That's a good idea.
We
I
can
also
totally
want
do
to
that.
find that guy that has the meat, because I just went and bought some steaks last week, and
Beef. Hello. Can I talk to y'all about beef? It's
Yeah, that's why the
silly.
folks tuned in, John.
Yeah, let's. Okay, we won't
No,
talk
Is
about
there a
beef.
Tony Rice song about Orphan Annie?
There's
Orphan Annie.
Orphan Annie. Anyway.
All right. I think that we have.
We've exhausted a lot of stuff.
Yeah,
We may
exhausted the
see some
comments.
ridiculous sale prices besides the 15s and 20s. Again, be ready and watching. Click on that link to join the Facebook group so that you will be able to know about those. This year also, are we going to say what our new spoof TV show is this year? When's
I
the
think they
date
said we
talk
can
about
announce.
that?
So we're going to release it Tuesday or Wednesday of next week, but we can tell them what it is, right?
I don't care personally.
Guys, it's The Office. Anybody a fan of The Office? It's the American or British Office. We're all speaking in British accents, so it's the British Office.
We're not doing that, Jared.
No, we did The Office as our spoof Small Business Saturday sale. But you know what? We're going to start releasing probably this week. We're going to go back and look at the last 4 years. We had our original one was just our sitcom one, which had all the different 80s
Yeah,
sitcom
it was
stuff.
just- my
Oh,
was just very
Bones.
good sitcom, yeah.
So we got that one. Then we had Big
funny.
Brother. We had the Big Brother competition. And last year we did Hee Haw, or Yeehaw. And then this year we got The Office. So those will be,
The Office one.
guys, you're going to have such a great Thanksgiving just sitting around watching
I
that.
think that's what everybody's going
laughing.
to do is just, hey, by the way, who's ready to watch Netflix screw up Christmas Day's football game?
Dude, hey, real quick.
I tried to
was
tune in
literally
on
just
that.
saying this because I don't care about boxing like that, but I was like, I know that they just did some deals with the NFL though, and I think
are.
that they're working on some with the NBA.
It's Christmas.
Wait,
They're not going to be able to.
They did. They are going to be doing the Chiefs game on Christmas Day.
I bet
And
they figured it out by then.
Netflix has-
But that's a good point.
They
Is
probably won't.
the Acoustic Shop has a few failures, but not Netflix-sized failures. I
Holy
tried to tune
smokes,
into
was
that
that
thing.
bad?
Finally, I actually went to TikTok, and some people had it live streamed to their phones, not through Netflix, and they were filming themselves watching the phone, so you could actually watch the fight through that, but not through Netflix. I'd get like 2 seconds of it, and then just spinning wheel.
It was really, really bad. It was the worst
That was
ever.
my first thought. Was the NFL games.
The
I think
NFL
this is
games.
The first year that they've
That,
ever streamed
Hinkley, that should make us feel better about our failures.
What was really funny is I did get to see an interview with Jerry Jones in there. It was the one part where it was actually working, and he was just bragging about how incredible it is to have Netflix
saw that
involved
too.
and how he's going to be able. Yeah.
Can anybody put a curtain up across the giant window that's shining in the Cowboys?
Is fine.
The best part is to know that a boxer has a better winning record in Dallas Stadium than the Cowboys do. Love you, Dallas fans. Ha 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 ha. Anyway,
We got off track here.
Speaking of football, Buffalo Bills. Go ahead and say your grievances.
Yeah.
No, I saved them for tomorrow.
I will.
I beat Jason by 2 points in fantasy football because he didn't substitute a player.
You got last night a ridiculous night. Oh
I
my
know.
goodness. Oh,
I know.
I had a possibility of beating her, but I just knew Mixon, that guy. Anyway, no, Small Business Saturday, if you're not already getting ready for it, it is going to be the biggest sale we ever had. You will have deals that you have never had before, and I promise
This year.
you,
We're going to have a tent.
I promise you that nobody's going to beat these deals. I have worked really, really hard. I can promise you we're not going to get beat. We will get beat.
I wanted to bring it up also, if you can't be in
you,
store,
Barry.
join us for the
Bye,
live
Barry.
stream. We're going to have a giant 7-hour long live stream. Me and Jason are most likely going to host it and be around. You guys will hopefully be able to host it this time. We'll see. But join us for the live stream. I'm pretty excited about it, and we'll be able to show you all the amazing things that are going to be happening. I also wanted to put out one more caveat that we have mentioned before, but trades and work orders are not going to be taken on Small Business Saturday.
and
So-
financing as well.
And financing, we may open that up in the later
on
part
the
of the
company,
day, depending on how busy it is.
Here's what I think might happen is
Go ahead.
make the purchase on that day. Hopefully you have a card that will hold it. If you want to finance it, we could probably do a return the next week after that.
Listen to
And
Jeremy
If,
working
if
a
you get all
deal.
the financing worked out where you got approved by Synchrony, we can return it, run the transaction again through Synchrony. But on that day, it adds probably about 15 to 20 minutes to a transaction.
If, that'd be
to go through
half hour, 45 minutes.
to go through and do all that stuff. So we just can't handle that with our staffing. So if you do want to finance things, make that purchase on that day to secure the instrument. Then over the next week or two, let's work that out, and we will get it switched over even before we ship, most likely.
Another FAQ that everybody's asking, I've actually had it already today. No, you cannot put something on hold or layaway and wait to see what the sale is going to be later. We will not be accepting any returns on Saturday, Friday or Saturday. So you cannot return something
Don't
in
game
order
the
to
system,
get another deal. We will not be taking any returns. Now, again, you still get your return window. Don't get me wrong. It just won't be that day. You can get it on Monday, but guess what? There won't be a sale on Monday. Nope, can't do it. Nope. So that's how that's going to work.
Thank you, John.
I wanted to make sure that's important.
You know what?
Jared.
Last year we got out, I think, 140 shipments. It took us about 2 weeks to get them all out. We're going to still do the same thing because we still fully inspect them all. We will do the thank you cards, the full Dreadnot guarantee will go along with those. We still put the same care into that. But what impressed me the most is last year our Google reviews. So many people left us a review from that day and understood that, hey, these guys did, they were very busy, but took care of me and took care of my needs. That's our goal this year, is to make sure, even if you're getting these incredible deals, that you feel that you got the best service you've gotten anywhere.
Just make sure you don't get Jonas as your salesperson. He does not give good customer service.
He will on that day. He's holding it all up for Saturday.
Me and in case you guys haven't figured out, me and Jonas have created an absolute hatred of each other. Wow. He is my nemesis, and
all in good.
No, it's
play.
It's not in good fun. He's
John,
a not nice
you're not
person.
making friends.
I'm just kidding. He's a good
Should I
guy.
be jealous? I thought that we were nemesis.
We are nemesis. Nemesis.
Okay, I think that we got them all.
You sure?
I think
all right.
Yeah.
All right, Trent. Congratulations to Trent again. The end of your life is near, buddy. 2 years from
It's
now.
nigh.
Jonas is also engaged, so.
He's not engaged.
Oh,
Don't make that announcement. Surprise!
I didn't even know.
All right, have fun. Get you a banjo. Get you a. By the way,
Tomorrow.
purchase all the way from now.
Shop Talk tomorrow at noon. We're gonna have a lot of fun. We'll answer some more of these questions. We'll play these new mandolins. And guys, we're
Sit
excited.
on Martin's stools.
I hope you're excited. What I love is inside the Facebook group for this, we've had people already talking to each other about how much they have bought, or not,
Join the
I'm not saying
Facebook
how much they
group.
bought here, but how much they've enjoyed being a part of the
story
family
with
and
their
their story, including our very first customer with Eric Pauley,
yeah.
and then Vince in there talking, just all the group, Jamie Sloan, all you guys. We appreciate it so much.
Love
so
y'all.
Thank you all for joining that Facebook group, and we can't wait for this year's sale.
It's gonna be good.
It's gonna be fun.
Bye bye. See ya.